Good day guys, happy to meet you all again. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the residential status of an assessee, whether an assessee is the resident and ordinary resident and not ordinary resident, and non-resident. In this session, let us discuss about the scope of total income. This concept explains which income will be included in the computation of total income of which assessee. It means income tax divides income as well as assessee in different categories. If we write different income categories in rows and assessees in columns, then we'll be getting the table consisting of multiple cells. Each cells represent the unique combination of income for an assessee. Section 5 represents how to deal with the unique combination appearing in each cell. It means same income for one type of assessee, make it included in the income whereas excluded from the total income of another assessee. So, Section 5 reveals about the scope for the total income of each assessee's residential status, whether an assessee is the resident and ordinary resident of India, resident and not ordinary resident of India, and non-resident of India. Let us see about the classification of income under Section 5. First, we have to know what is meant by income before knowing about the classification of income. Income is money that an individual or business receives, usually in exchange for providing a goods or service or by investing capital. Income is used to fund to day-to-day expenditure. Now, let us see the classification of income under Section 5. We can classify the income under Section 5 in 8 categories as follows. Source of income is the nature of activity or not important, but place of received or accrual of income is very important. There are 8 categories of income. First one is income received in India, that is income received within India or the place of accrual may be in India or anywhere else in India. Second category is the income deemed to be received in India. This will be dealing under Section 7. That means the income assumed that deemed to received in India, which will not be received during the previous year, but it will be credited in the account of an assessee during the previous year. The third category is income accrued or arised in India. That means which is earned by an assessee within India, but income may be generated within India or in any other place. It doesn't matter. This will be dealing under Section 9. The fourth category is the income deemed to be accrued or arised in India. From the fifth category deals with the income not received in India nor accrued in India. That means the income received, deemed to be received or accrued outside of India. The fifth category is income received and accrued outside India from business but controlled from setup in India. Income received and accrued outside India from business and controlled from outside India. This is the relating to the category 6. The seventh category is income neither from business or profession which is received or accrued outside India. Next, last income, which is the profit for the assessee. That means the past untaxed profit brought to India. That means it will be called as the savings. While computing the scope of total income, we will be combining both the categories of income and assessee. We have discussed about the type of assessee in the previous session. Resident and ordinary resident, resident and not ordinary resident, and non-resident. Income is divided into 8 categories that will be shown in the 8 rows, and the assessee is divided into 3 categories which will be shown in the 3 columns while computing the scope of income. For the first 4 types of income categories, for all the types of assessee, it is taxable. For the 5th type of income category, only for resident and ordinary resident and resident but not ordinary resident category will be taxable. For the non-resident, it is not taxable. For the 6th and 7th type of income categories, only for the resident and ordinary resident, assessee will be taxable. The 8th type of income category will not be taxable for any type of assessee. This will be the procedure for computing the scope of total income. We came to the end of this session. Let us see the summary of this session. We have discussed about the income meaning, and then 8 categories of income. We came to know about the 8 categories of income, different types of assessee, that is 3 types of assessee we have seen. Next, how to compute the total income for different types of assessees. Thank you guys. Let us meet in the next session. Thank you.